Hello, my name is Hillary, and in this video I will talk about Brazil and why business people need to get familiar with this country when they want to negotiate with people from there. Each country has its own culture, its traditions, and of course its ways of behaving. Very often they differ from those other countries, and in some cases habits and customs can collide. For that reason, people who are always traveling need to get familiar with the places they are going to visit. In this brochure, I'm going to collect some information about Brazil's culture and what business people can learn about this amazing country. Okay, on the left we can see Brazil's flag. The color of the flag are green, yellow, and blue, and that's why I've chosen those colors for my brochure. Let's start with the geographic position of Brazil. This country is located in the continent of South America. It is the fifth largest nation in the world. Brazil also is the largest country in Latin America. Language they speak in Brazil is Portuguese. Portuguese is the seventh most spoken mother tongue in the world. They also speak a little bit of Spanish, and it's not a problem if you don't know how to speak Portuguese, because there are some people who speak Spanish or English, and another advantage is that Portuguese is similar to Spanish, so you maybe are going to understand some words. After this information on the left, there is a phrase that says develop cultural awareness. Maybe you're asking why I put that phrase in the brochure. Well, that's because we are going to talk about some differences about this country, and those people who are going to travel to negotiate need to develop cultural awareness. Why? Because they need to understand that we are all different, that there are different cultures, different ideas and habits in a country. If those people don't understand that, it's better they don't travel to another country. Now let's talk about some general things about Brazil, things like food, music, and religions. Food. The national dish of Brazilian is feijoada. Other typical dishes are moqueca and churrasco. They are usually accompanied by rice. About music, the kind of music in Brazil are as socially diverse and culturally mixed as its people. Samba in particular has emerged as a national cultural expression. Celebrations in Brazil, one of the South American countries that are well known for its festive celebrations and annual events. In fact, no matter what time of the year tourists visit the country, they are sure to notice that Brazilians are friendly, and there is a friendly ambience and merry characters of the locals. And religions, the predominant religion is the Catholic Church. There being freedom of worship for other religions. Those are general things about Brazil culture, and as we have seen, there are some things that Brazilians do and we don't do in our country. Some celebrations, the language, and other things, maybe the religion, and some typical dishes. But that's the idea, so don't worry. The idea is to know that other cultures are different, that we can learn from them, and that's all, so we can continue analyzing the brochure. Now I am going to talk about business in Brazil. I think this is the most important part of the brochure. And first, I'm going to talk about some protocols, standards, and dress code. And after that, business song. And protocol standards. About greetings, involving women will involve kissing both cheeks. Handshakes are usually reserved for men. Hugging and back slapping is also quite common. About body language, good eye contact is expected, no problem with that. Backslapping is very common for men in Brazil. During a conversation, a lot of touching of the arms and back while talking is common. They speak in very close proximity with lot of physical contacts. Clapping the back of a hand against the palm of the other hands means that they don't care or they are not interested. The okay gesture doing this is commonly seen as a way of indicating that all is good in some countries, but in Brazil it's something that can be rude or it's a symbol of hate, so it's better if you don't do this in Brazil. About the dress code, Brazilians are one of the most fashionable people on the planet. Dressing smart is very important, and also in business situations. The underlying philosophy is that if a person spends a lot of attention to his appearance, he will do the same in doing business. So now the business song, and let's start talking about conversations and a meeting. When you meet someone for the first time in Brazil, it is polite to say muito prazer. That means it's my pleasure or my pleasure. Expressions such as como vai or tudo bem are common forms of saying hello. Once you know someone, and you can show you are making those questions because you are making an effort to know that person. In Brazil, constant interruption while someone is talking is often considered acceptable, so there's not a problem. Good conversations topics are football and family and music. Bad conversations topics are religion, politics, and please don't mention Argentina because it is considered as a rebel, so don't talk about Argentina. And also it's not common to ask personal questions such as age, salary, marital or job status. About business mentality, in the most Brazilian cities, the working hours are 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. with an hour or two in the middle for lunch. Businesses are usually open from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. From Monday to Friday, and 9 to 1 p.m. on Saturday. In a meeting, try not to show feeling of frustration or impatience, as this will reflect poorly on you as an individual. Brazilians pride themselves on their ability to be in control, so acting in a similar fashion will improve your relationship and interactions with your Brazilian counterparts. Thank you.